Hello students, in today's video we are going to learn about simple past tense. Till now we have discussed about all the four tenses of present tense. As you know that we already have discussed simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. In today's video we are going to learn about one more tense. As I have given you the list, and from that list we are going to learn about this tense today, and you can see here the name of that tense is simple past tense. I hope that you all have remembered all those four tenses and their uses. So in today's point we are going to discuss about one more tense, and the tense name is simple past tense. As you can see here, this is past tense, so definitely this tense is definitely going to discuss about the past actions. Simply one only you can say that one use is there, and that use is if we want to describe the past actions at that time we can use simple past tense. So let me write here. First of all, as per our pattern, in the very beginning what we are doing, that is we are going to discuss about the use of this tense. So the first use is if you want to describe the past actions, okay, if you want to describe the past actions at that time you can use this tense to describe the past actions. Simply this use is there. Another use is also there. Let us see what is that use. Along with the past actions, if you want to describe the past habit, at that time also you can use this tense. So two uses are there to describe the past actions, and second one to describe the past habits. I hope that you know what is meaning of habit. We will discuss about it after some time. So these are the uses of simple past tense. Now let us come to the structure of this structure of this tense. What should be the structure? You know that in order to make any sentence, what do we need? That is subject, verb and object. Likewise here also we have to do the same thing. If you want to make any sentence of simple past tense, in the very beginning you have to write the subject of the particular sentence. Means subject means either name, or you can say I, you, we, they, he, she, it. They are considered as the subjects. Along with subject you will have to put the past form of the verb. Past form of the verb, that is V2, that is also considered as V2, verb form 2, or sometimes it is known as past form of the verb. Along with it there will go other words. Other words means you can say that we suggest that this is of this tense, like yesterday, last night, last evening, etc., etc. So they are considered as other words. So again, whatever your subject, whether it is I, you, he, she, it, whatever, along with those always you have to write the past form of the verb, and then after you have to write the other words. Now let us come to the suggestive words, from which words we can identify that this is of simple past tense. There are some words which suggest that this is of simple past tense. Let me write here. What what can be those words? Yesterday, which talks about the completed action, okay. Along with it, last day or last month or last year, etc. Then after, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, etc. So these are the words which can show you that this is of simple past tense. These are the suggestive words. Now let us come to some sentences so that you can get some more idea. Let us make some sentences. The first sentence, I am going to take I subject, then after past form of the verb, any verb you can take here. Let me take here verb like return. To return, that means to come back, but the second verb form, it means past form, that is returned. I returned to my home last night. So this talks about the coming back at the house of last night. It means we are describing here the past action. Another sentence, you saw a lion last week. You saw a lion last week. Here you can see saw is the past form of to see. Last week, they are the other words. Let us take another example, third one. Danish walked 3 kilometers yesterday. Danish walked 3 kilometers yesterday. Here walked is our verb and the main form of walked is to walk. So this is of simple past tense. So here whatever your subject is, whether it is I, you, he, she or whatever, you just have to put the second verb form, it means the past verb form here. Now let us take some interrogative sentences. How to make interrogative sentence? Interrogative, that means having question mark which seeks some kind of information, they are known as interrogative sentences. In order to make any interrogative sentence in past tense, here you have to use did. Only this you have to use did, and whenever you use did, do write the main verb form. Main verb form, it means the first form. Many of the students does something like this. For example, let me give you some example. What kind of mistakes are you doing? Here I am taking one example. Did you visited Taj Mahal? If I say this is wrong, then yes, you have to accept this. Why? Because if you have used here did, you cannot use here the second verb form, it means the past verb form. Instead, what you have to use, that is, did you visit Taj Mahal? That is your correct answer. So while you use did, always write the main verb form with did. Only then your sentence will be considered as true. Now let us make some example. First example that I am going to take here is, did I did I return late at home yesterday? So this is how you can make sentence. In the very beginning you have to put did, then after subject, then main verb form, and then after other words will be there. Okay, let us take another one, another example. Second, did Ria make cake yesterday? Did Ria make cake yesterday? Here you cannot use made. Okay, why? Because did already suggests that this is the interrogative sentence. So this is how you have to go. Did Ria make a cake yesterday? Now coming to the negative sentence. Okay, if you want to make a negative sentence, what you have to put, that is simply did not. We call it didn't, and sometimes it is didn't. Okay, so these are the pronunciation: did not, didn't, and sometimes it is also didn't. Okay, now let us make some example. Number 1, Carrie did not or didn't, Carrie did not want to, Carrie did not want to buy mangoes. Did not is suggest that your sentence is negative. Second one, we did not play cricket. We did not play cricket last week. Here also did not is there. We did not play cricket last week. So this is how you can make negative sentences. Now one thing that you have to keep in mind, that is sometimes we don't need this structure at all. We don't need this structure. Why? I am going to explain why we don't need any verb in sentences. Let us talk about that thing. So sometimes what we have to do, instead of following the structure by putting was or were, what? By putting was or were, you can make the sentence for simple past tense. How? Let us see. In these sentences, was and were itself works as the verb form. Okay, let me give you one example so that you can get some idea what kind of sentences they can be. First one, Ria was a clever girl. Now in this sentence, do you find any kind of verb? Not at all. Instead, what is there? Was is there. Was itself works as the verb form, and that's why in order to make this kind of sentences, we don't need any verbs. Another example, my friends were honest. My friends were honest. Here also subject is there, they are my friends, but any verb form is there? No, there isn't any verb form. But here, yes, we can say that were itself is a verb, and honest you can consider it as the other words. So this is how we can make sentences for simple past tense. So here we complete our topic, and in worksheet you have to fill up the blanks with correct answer. Keep in mind this structure, okay? Subject, past form of the verb, and other words. While making interrogative, use did along with the main verb form, and while making negative, use did not along with the main verb form. That is the thing. So thank you. We will meet soon in our next video.